quick tip on improving the reliability of your little 22 carry guns. Specifically, I'm talking with punch, but this means even more with any other ammo that is not like a dedicated defense round like punch. So what I'm saying here is punch is probably the best that I've seen for quality control and a product that you can just take from the box and put it in any gun and have it run reliably. But even with punch, there's a way to make this run better for longer. Has to do with the manufacturing process on all 22, and some of you diehard 22 guys may already know this trick, but it's a brand new box of punch, and I'm just gonna cut it and open it, and I'm just gonna take these first 5 rounds. You saw, maybe you didn't see, I dumped those first 5 rounds. 4 of them fell out cleanly out of the insert. 1 of them hung up a little bit. That isn't because the plastic on the box was misformed or that it didn't drop cleanly out because of the angle. That is because all 22 ammo has a bit of a coating on it. So I've got these 5 rounds. I'm gonna get real close to the camera here with my hoodie on, a black hoodie. You should be able to see this. And I'm just gonna aggressively rub. Yeah, that right there is wax from the manufacturing process. Now, some of that wax is on the actual projectile and some of that wax is on the case. Either way, it's not conducive to allowing guns to chamber and seat these little cartridges all of the way into the chamber. So on all 22 autos, what is the most common cause of malfunction? It's that, from what I see, it's because they're slightly out of battery. So I'll use this TX22 as an example. This TX22 has, I have cleaned it recently, but I think I've shot maybe, I don't know, something close to a box of ammo through this since cleaning it last. And when I say cleaning, I just mean like a quick wipe down. But it's a fairly clean gun, and I'm just gonna show you. You can see that little half moon at the bottom of the chamber. That's that wax. So every time that, that the slide cycles rearward and it picks up a round, it smashes the tip of the round up a feed ramp, and there is always an edge to that feed ramp that scrapes that wax off and collects that wax, and it pinches that wax right at the between, you know, the chamber and the rim of that casing. And as that builds up, it creates a standoff so that the gun can't go all the way in battery. That's just one of the failures there. Now, if you shoot something like a 22 auto, really if you shoot any 22 until you get the chamber hot enough to melt that wax, well, now every round that you shoot is transferring a little bit of that wax to the inside of the chamber. You can make an argument that a little bit of that wax acts as a lubricant to keep the cases, you know, easy to extract. But there is a point where a hardened cold wax isn't doing anything to help these gun cycles. So less common to see this on a revolver, so like the LCR22, as long as you are punching the chambers in the cylinder and cleaning that star really good, less issues there. But for sure on any of these semi-auto guns, you will see wax buildup far more often than you will see carbon buildup in the chambers and the breech face and all of the areas that need to lock up tightly for the gun to cycle and function well. So what I will do, what you saw me do where it dirtied my t-shirt here, if I'm gonna load these rounds for a range day, I don't care. I'm not gonna take any extra time. They're coming straight out of the box into the magazine and I'm shooting them. if I'm gonna load these rounds to go do work with this gun, like I'm hunting small game, which is what I really love. I really love this setup for grouse and rabbits. But even more serious than that, if I'm gonna load that up for defense, I'm gonna be sure to take a cloth, and I'll do a new spot, and I'm gonna aggressively remove that wax from the casing before I load that magazine. That wax can foul the follower and make the follower sticky in the magazine. That wax can foul the feed ramp, and that wax can foul the chamber. So guys, the 22 punch is like the least waxy ammo that I've ever come across. It's really good stuff, and the fact that it is already a nickel case and nickel coated projectile, there's already really a lot of lubricity there. I'm gonna wipe that wax off. If you guys are worried about this ammo not being as robust or able to survive the elements, hot, cold, and water and stuff without the wax, look up my video on testing these, where I soaked these rounds in water for a week and put them in my glove box of the truck and let them rattle around. They all fired. I will also tell you that from range trips, most range trips that I shoot a 22, I end up with a pocket full of 22 punch and some other ammo that doesn't get taken out of the pocket before I do laundry. I throw it in the laundry. A lot of the time it stays in my pants through the wash cycle and through the dryer, and I either find them, you know, strewn about on the bottom of the dryer or still in my pocket of dried jeans. Every single round that I have fired that has been through a full wash cycle with punch, every single round has gone off. But what I really notice is that after they've been washed, they've been thoroughly wiped down, they plunk right into every chamber of every gun. There's no hiccup or stickiness to the round after that. So I'm not telling you to go wash your ammo, but you can definitely, you know, take your rounds in a cloth and just wipe that wax off before you throw it in a magazine that you're gonna, you know, bet your life on.